everybody, Bob McCarthy here, and welcome to the return of TAW, Total Access Wrestling, the #1 pro wrestling talk show in the world. We have a lot of incredible stuff coming up in 2017, and you're going to enjoy all of it. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Total Access Wrestling, and follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/Total Access T. Recently, I asked some wrestling superstars about their experience in wrestling in historic Boston Garden. Let's hear what they had to say. You have any fond memories here in the Boston Garden coming in for the last 20, 30 years, all the great matches you've had here in Boston?
Well, Boston Gardens, you know, every guy has a favorite venue. Boston has been mine. I also like going to Toronto, Canada, which has always been mine. You know, Madison Square Garden has always been one of mine, Philadelphia Spectrum. But Boston Garden holds a special place in my heart. Bret Hart and myself, throughout our careers, as though we came along around the same time, only got to wrestle each other twice. And one of those times was Boston Gardens. That match is on my DVDs, The Best of Ricky Steamboat, my career. Out of the thousands and thousands of matches that I've had throughout my career, I was so happy that match with Bret Hart is on one of the DVDs. Great memories with Boston Gardens. The fans supporting me, they're really off the hook. You know, you talk about cities that you wrestle in around the world, and I always bring up Boston Garden as one of the loudest venues that I've in. When they're with you, those people are with you. Boston Gardens are great. The old Boston Gardens,
yes, the
great,
old one, yeah.
great place to always to work in. And you know, Bret Hart and I, we had a special night at the Boston Gardens, and we tore the house down.
It's great to have you back in Boston. Laney, what are some great memories you have here at the Boston Garden?
Well, it was actually Boston that made the genius, because Chief Jay Strongbow said in front of a whole lot of people, "You can't be a heel, you're too good looking." I said, "Well, you're the ugliest man I've ever met, and you were a babyface. So how was the logic there?" So I grabbed the microphone and I said, "Watch this." And I said, let's see, what did I say? "My name is Lanny Poffo. I always know what's up. The Bruins haven't got a chance to win the Stanley Cup. The Red Sox haven't won in years. I hope they never do. The Celtics are a travesty. The Patriots are too." And then Mark jumps in the ring, you know what I mean? And I make short work of him, because never give a sucker an even break. I caught him through the ropes before he ever had a chance. Ha!
Talk about getting some heat. Oh, absolutely, folks. You know, we had a curse here for a little bit. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed those clips. And remember, it is WrestleMania season. That's right, we're a little under 3 weeks away from WrestleMania 33 in Orlando. I asked these superstars recently about their favorite WrestleMania moments. Let's check it out. And you and Randy Savage stole the show. I remember the great story that you told, I think, at a Q&A, where you guys were at the after party and Hogan was looking at you, and he goes, "Well, he knows, brother. We stole the show." And I just want to know, I heard that Randy likes to plot out the matches and write them or tell you ahead of time, but, I mean, back in there, you guys went out there and you filled it out. You know what I mean? It was more of a, what would you think about that?
Old school, pretty much you would just feel out the crowd and do stuff in the course of the match and listen for a reaction. Randy, you know, knowing that we were able to possibly go out and steal the show, WrestleMania 3, Andre was hurt, bad back, bad hips, bad knees, working a bear hug, which was uneventful. And Dragon, we go out there and steal this one tonight. So he's, you know, so he wanted to put together something from A to Z, and totally different. We're taking a chance, and we did, and it ended up being a match. You know, here we go 29 years later, and they're still talking about it. So it's, you know, thanks to Randy Savage. I wish he was here tonight.
Yeah. Well, we got Lanny here, so.
Yeah, that's about as second best as we can get, but nothing like Macho Man. Nothing like him. I mean, he was a consummate professional, and always thinking about the other guy and how good he can make him look in the course of the match. You know, really a prince of a man.
Fantastic. And speaking of WrestleMania, is there any kind of moment that stands out of all the great matches you've had that a big WrestleMania moment that you enjoyed the most?
Well, one of the sweetest moments had to be the one where I defeated Curt Hennig, ended his perfect streak, and cut the Genius's hair. That was, you know, just a real sweet moment, because I consider Curt Hennig probably the best wrestler that ever come out. Oh, Bret Hart, blah, blah, blah. Kurt Hennig. Unfortunately, he's not with us, and we pray for his family. But I think he was the best wrestler ever come out of the WWF.
So we just had WrestleMania, and you had a lot of great WrestleMania moments. I want to know what is one of your favorite WrestleMania moments?
Obviously, I think it has to be WrestleMania 22 against Trish.
Mm-hmm.
That was my biggest WrestleMania moment for sure.
Yep.
Winning the women's championship for the first time.
And then you're in
All
T.
of that. This.
Yep.
Off camera.
Yep. Oh yeah. Didn't you get in trouble with Vince McMahon? All right, we're not going to talk about that.
did.
I know everything. I know everything. I remember everything.
Not that much
Not
trouble,
that much. No.
Not that much trouble.
But you know what, though? But that's what, I mean, it was one of the greatest things with Trish when you were the stalker fan, and that was fantastic.
Yeah,
They don't do great writing and storyline like that anymore.
No, it's hard to believe it's been 10 years. You know that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
I know, I'm making myself really young right now.
All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed all those clips and a lot of great memories. You can see so much more on our YouTube page. It's linked off our Facebook, facebook.com/Total Access Wrestling. And remember, follow us on twitter.com/Total Access T. The T stands for Twitter. This is Total Access Wrestling, the #1 pro wrestling talk show in the world. And we'll see you next time.